Hello gamers, it's me NOexistenceN today, and today we are playing the NOexistenceN of You and Me. I'm going to be honest, I have absolutely no ideas what I'm supposed to expect here. A little bit about me and this game. I saw it on Steam. I saw it on Steam. I saw the... Oh gosh, I think I still have it. Hold on. It's not here. It should be on this one. Where are you? Oh, I don't have the screenshot. Darn. Essentially, I saw that this game's systems requirements, they made me laugh. And so I bought it. Do I know anything beyond that about this game? Not really. Supposedly, there's some amount of existentialism. It has the tag psychological horror. So, who knows? It is a visual novel. I expect it to take, according to howlongtobeat.com, which I'm going to be honest, I don't really trust that website and its actual times on how long to beat, because it says, I think it's Trails of Cold Steel takes 40 hours. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. So, we're going to see how long this actually takes. I'm hoping to get it done in a single live stream, but let's be honest, that probably won't happen. In any case, there is only one way to find out whether or not it actually will take 1.5 hours, and that is if I get started. So let's do that. Oh, I forgot. I was going to also show off the settings menu, because there was some funny stuff in there. Question mark. ... I'm truly grateful that you're willing to do this for me, but... Am I still me right now? Okay. I don't know, yet there was a time I longed for this sight, even if it was nothing more than a fleeting possibility. I mean no harm, it's just that I'm afraid. I never truly wished for it to come true. Oh yes, I probably should mention, the only options for voice acting with this were Chinese and Japanese. I chose Japanese, so I'm just gonna read the text afterwards. But regardless, this is your choice. I'm gonna try not to speak over the voice actress, but I might make mistakes like that. To deny this story and the choice you've made, I completely understand and accept that. Very well then. Let the me of this moment fade away forever. ... Chapter redacted. The first encounter. On that afternoon... Wait, what? Hold on. Is it morning or is it afternoon? Lilith appeared. I'm lying on the bed, lost in a blur of time, and I don't know... Wait. I'm lost on the bed... Wait. Hold on, I need to be able to read, and that seems to be a problem right now. It's also just, where can I put myself where I won't be in the way? There we go. I'm lying on the bed, lost in a blur of time. I don't know how long I've been asleep, and I can't even remember the last time I ate. Well, that sounds like a good old Saturday morning. The only thing left for me to do is to die here and wait for my body to decay. Okay, that's depressing. And then, she showed up by the window. Mysterious girl. She said nothing, just tilted her head and looked at you, like you were just another object in her room. Said by chair. I'm glad the chairs are talking to me. Of course, you are the real master of this room. I'm glad the desk is talking to me too. You haven't spoken to anyone in a long time, so it takes you a moment to realize how to even start. Okay. Let's just kind of deconstruct the situation right now. My furniture is talking to me about a girl who has clearly broken into my room. And I have clearly not interacted with anyone in years. The game is starting out great. Who am I? Where am I? What should I? Well, I guess we'll get straight into the philosophy of who am I? Well, she's just staring at me. Did I manage to speak, or is it that choices in this game are meaningless? Choices are meaningless, man. We all know it's a visual novel. In fact, I bet she also knows. The game's psychological horror. She definitely knows. Radio. Silence. Even after silence comes more silence, but silence is always destined to be broken. Are you sure about that? I see. I heard it. You are the protagonist of this game, sitting in your room ready to pursue the path to win over a beautiful girl. Does that make you the beautiful girl that I have to win over? What about you? Are you just a texture on the screen? Are you a figment of my imagination? Are you the beautiful maiden that I've encountered? Are you a PNG or a JPEG? Let me know. Are you just a texture on the screen? Do you truly want to know, or is it simply because the only option you can choose is me? Well, you're a little full of yourself. I can always hit the X button and leave. Mirror. In the next moment, she vanished from your sight. Oh, great. She can teleport. Then, she emerged again, this time closer than before. You realized what she did. It meant she had just stepped closer to you. Okay, so it wasn't teleportation. I just blinked and suddenly she moved. Or did you walk towards her instead? Well, my legs don't feel like they moved, so I think we're good. Bedsheet. I don't want my bedsheets talking to me. A crimson glow, her eyes. They pierce through me, unblinking. This thought lingers in your mind, yet it feels like it belongs to someone else. Wait, what are these chaotic noises? Or just don't speak. You know what? We'll just be silent. Silent protagonist time. Is she getting closer? She is getting closer. I wonder how long it'll zoom in. Okay, it stopped. More silence. What's it like to have someone's eyes fixed upon you? I don't know. Honestly. Asking the real questions here. Wonderful, I could stay like this with your gaze upon me forever. Are you wearing colored contacts? Why is it that only your eyes have color? And you're staring at me so hard it's making my skin crawl. I hate this feeling. You know, I'm gonna ask the real questions. Why are only your eyes colored? That's not very atmospheric of you, you know? If I was known for reading the atmosphere, you know, we'll just leave it at that.
目が綺麗だと褒められていると受け取ってあげるわ。
Oh well, I'll take it as a compliment about how nice my eyes look.
じゃあ、私が本当に実在していると思う？
So tell me, do you believe I truly exist? Well, I'm pretty sure if I went into the game's files, I could find a .png or .jpg or what other ones would it be? Could be a bitmap. I could find a file that has, you know, this picture in it, so you exist in that way. Then do you think she really exists? In some way, shape, or form, yes. I'm not sure I want to figure out the answer to that question with you. Wow, they are not giving me a lot of choices here. Did I just get a hug or more silence? We must be the stoic, silent protagonist.
これは儀式でもあるの。君に私の存在を感じてもらうための儀式ね。
It's a kind of ritual, a ritual intended to make you feel my presence. Well, I don't feel anything, so I think we're not getting that one.
ねえ、今の感覚を教えて。
So what are you feeling right now? Well, it's a little cold. I just took a drink of my hot chocolate, and, still kind of cold. Oh gosh, I can feel that. A brand new sheet of A4 paper slicing your finger as you pull it out, the softness of a cat's fur brushing against your palm, chalk dust and debris mixing into the air drawn into your nostrils. Well, if it's chalk dust and debris, that means my air purifier isn't working anymore. Softness of a cat's fur brushing against your palm, or a brand new sheet of A4 paper slicing your finger as you pull it out. I'd prefer the softness of a cat's fur brushing against your palm. Mostly because, you know, this is terrifying, and this one is, I don't want to sneeze. Cat fur.
触覚ってことね。
From your description, that sounds like touch. Ah, the illusion of choice.
つまり、大した刺激ではなかったってことね。
So just faint sensations, then. Don't think I need to translate that one.
もう少し力を入れたわ。こうすると、二人の距離がもっと近くなったわね。
Now, I hold you tighter, bringing us even closer.
それで、きつくハグされた今は、どんな感覚？
So, what does it feel like to be held in a tight embrace? I wouldn't know. Food scraps dissolving in stomach acid, the first sprout breaking through the soil, a wet plastic bag dropped on a rainy day. What are these options? What even are these options for being hugged? What? You know what? We'll go first sprout breaking through the soil.
よかったわね。感覚が強くなって。
Amazing, the sensations are becoming even stronger. Oh gosh, more moaning. Okay.
さらに力を入れたわよ。まるで合体しているみたいね。
Now I'm holding you even tighter. This way we are becoming one.
で、合体するほどハグされるのはどんな感覚なのかしら。
So, what does it feel like to be deeply embraced? What are these options? Nothing special. I've been reborn. I can't breathe anymore. Help, help. I've never felt better. And maybe I should have chosen a different drink for this live stream. don't think hot chocolate was the choice. Alright, let's take a quick look. Hi, Mr. Top Hat. Well, Mr. Top. But I just noticed the history button that most most visual novels have, so you can read the text history. It's crossed out for this one. In any case, we're being asked how we feel about getting hugged. I think we go back to because I was doing the silent options before, and I said we were going to be the stoic, silent protagonist, so we don't get swayed by mere hugs. So this is nothing special. What the heck? What am I looking at? What is this game about? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know yet. I got this game because it has a really funny Steam page for the specification. Here, hold on. Let me show what I'm talking about. The reason I decided to play this today, I've actually had this game for a couple months, maybe? I don't remember when I bought it. But I never got around to actually playing it until about now. The reason why I decided to play it today is I think the sequel comes out like tomorrow. And I figured that I might as well play it now. So that way I can look into what the sequel is. Page. Hold on, let me just save this. That's not the right thing. That is the right thing. You know, I might be playing with fire with this. There we go. Okay. So this is the system requirements for the Steam page. I find it really funny. We have minimum OS, works on almost any Windows version. Processor, if your PC can start up, it should work fine. Memory, 4 gigabytes of RAM. If you have 2 gigabytes of RAM, you're not going to be able to play this. If you can read this text on your PC, it should work fine. I could probably play this game on a potato. And storage, 2048 megabytes available space. That's 2 gigabytes around. And sound card. Can your PC play music? Even better. If you have 4 gigabytes of RAM, your PC can play music. In any case, I saw these system requirements, and I was like, I'm adding this to cart. This was enough to convince me. Besides that, all I know is the game has, like, psychological horror and a very nice art style. So this is what convinced me to get this game. I don't know much else. So yes, this is funny. Let's get rid of that. Okay, let's go back to existentialism. The world is my representation, such as an observation. Wait, what? The world is my representation. Such an observation, though partial, is not without truth. The Enlightenment is mankind's emergence from its self-imposed immaturity. Cosimo lived in the trees. The branches stretched outward, forming a lofty bridge suspended in midair. What exists exists. What does not exist does not exist. On the morning of April 16th, Dr. View stepped out of his clinic and kicked against a dead rat at the bottom of the stairs. Man is a measure of all things, determining what exists and what it does not. Yet even this creation is destined to decay. Alice ran across the field after it, and fortunately was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. He seemed like a man stripped of his skin, plunging into a violent storm to battle against the elements. Okay, so I just realized around this one, but definitely after the Alice one, these are all of the hook statements for different common tales. So Alice in Wonderland, what exists, exists, what does not exist, does not exist. I don't know what the other ones of these are. These are all, like, hook statements. I mean, we'll go with Alice, because I know Alice in Wonderland. Can't be that bad. It can be very bad, but it can't be that bad. So, Alice ran across the field after it, and fortunately was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. Alright, we've gotten, you know, a little crazy already. ... I'm not making any extreme statements just yet. Perfect! The ritual was a success. That was a ritual? Did I summon something? I'm so moved I could almost cry. Anyway, my name is Lilith. It's a pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you, Lilith. Oh, my head's in the way. Chapter 1, Sweet Cake Time. The existence of certain cakes is not known to people in literal sense, yet their very being points to the existence of other cakes in a symbolic way. That is, the belief in the existence of ovens serves as faith or a hypothesis for the existence of time machines, and an inexplicable motive at that experienced by people. Lilith Cake Studies, Volume 2. Okay. So cakes sometimes exist. And the fact that cakes sometimes exist means there are other cakes, symbolically. Therefore, because ovens exist, time machines must also exist. Darn it, this is just like philosophy class. Alright. Come on, let's go. Dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Even more, I am being intimidated by a chair. Your Majesty, it has been a long time since... went missing. Shall we continue the search? How do you even pronounce that? Is it a mute sound or just block after block? Actually, no, I want to know what the answer to that one is. Oh, my dear Majesty, however you prefer. After all, this line has no voice acting. Who is Block Block? Black Block is a young girl who appears in screens, yellowed notebooks, and fleeting moments of lost time. Yellowed notebooks? Why can't it be new notebooks? Can we draw her so she can be in a new notebook? Like how every Thursday afternoon, John takes a walk to the church square because the pigeons there have finally earned their diplomas. You know, I'm just gonna... There we go. All of my problems have been solved. I am no longer blocking anything of importance. I want to know more about this girl. For non-creepy reasons. Non-creepy reasons. Mirror. Dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Desk. Dot, 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 dot. I'm being judged by my furniture. The desk is judging me. The chair is now the chair is judging me. So none of you know anything? My apologies, Your Majesty. I know. Where did you come from? Speak freely, my loyal subject. Her name is Block, Block, Block. She was once your Block, 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 and she has the same block as Block, Block, Block. Her traits include Block, Block, and Block, Block, Block. She wants Block, 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 and then you chose Block, 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 which is why you now Block, 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 leading her Block, Block, Block. Oh, I added an extra block. Oops. In short, the girl beyond the world has disappeared. Well, darn. Dot, 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 dot. Desk, you stare at the black notebook, and a strange sense of familiarity washes over you. Well, yeah, I would assume I know what the black notebook is. Bedsheet, it feels like sipping an aged... Wait, hold on, what? The game fooled me. Oh, what? What did I just move? There we go. Bedsheet, it feels like sipping an aged wine. I don't like wine, though. It feels like sipping an aged wine. Its deep mahogany color nurtured in an oak barrel, downing it in one gulp, the burning sensation traveling from your throat to your lungs, mingling with the surrounding air. If the burning sensation is happening in your lungs, that doesn't sound good. It's not fatal, just slightly melancholic. Open the notebook or don't open the notebook. I want to know all of the notebook secrets. I've been stopped. Huh? What are you doing? I'm trying to figure out who Block, Block, Block is. Do we actually, wait. Do we think the reason why her name shows up as Blocks is because she blocked us? Am I about to start singing a metal song? What is this one? You scared me. Or we can continue being stoic. I think we continue being stoic. Nothing, you say? Well then, let's continue where we left off. Some weird ritual? What? You know what? I could ask questions, or stoicism. Oh dear, have you forgotten already? Are you trying to read my mind? Those vows, those bonds, these heartfelt moments. Are they only memories to Lilith now? Wonderful question. Wonderful question. Probably yes. Also, I think my audio is peaking. Oops. Ooh! Bonds! Emotions! Gosh. Such things never existed in the first place. Well, how do we know that? How do we know we don't just have acute amnesia? We do have talking chairs. So we'll just since we've lost the ability to just not speak, we'll do ooh bonds emotions because I find it funny. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Bonds emotions. Ow! How did I just blow out my own eardrum? I don't know how that happened, but that happened. I'm more lost than a British tasting flavor. I don't even know what that is. Even if you don't remember, it's okay. Whatever you say, honey. This is a visual novel. You can just see the history log to recall everything. I could if it was here. Also, chat. Oh, hey, it's back. It's here. Also, I do recognize that I think my microphone might be a little bit loud according to OBS. So chat, if it is too loud, let me know. I don't want to hurt anyone's eardrums. I've already hurt my own. Okay. Speaker 1. Who is Speaker 1? Player, we're going to be away for a while. Take care of yourself, okay? Speaker 2. Oh, by the way, there's a girl coming to stay with us for a while. Player, I wonder what kind of girl she'll be. I'm excited. 2 hours later. Lilith, hi, my name is Lilith. Sorry to bother you, but is this Player's house? Player, yes, this is the place. Player, looking at you, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Lilith, that's right. Time to retrieve your memories from your previous life. In your previous life, when I was a Sakura maiden of divine rebirth. My power is no longer sufficient to keep the 4 heavenly kings sealed away. Player, I remember now. Our memories and bonds. I can remember everything. Lilith-chan, let's save the world together again. Look, that's fantastic, Player-sama. Man, noise is fine in my direction. Good, that's all I need to hear. In any case, so it seems like... It seems like we only get brief options into actually getting the history tab, although I just got an achievement. Interesting. So I got an achievement that says Lost Memories. Definitions from past and future. Don't know what that means, but we'll continue. That's not the real history log. Oh, Lilith, the Sakura maiden of divine rebirth. I remember everything now. We never had such a conversation, did we? And that's... I am already having a lot more fun than I was expecting to. I don't know which of these options I like the best. I do like the that's not the real history log one. But also, this just seems funny. Playing into it just seems funny to me. Okay. Well, we will... Oh, gosh. Oh, I don't know what choice to make. Let me move my head real quick. I'm trying to avoid all of the, like, text so you guys can read it, but they keep moving it. I'm really curious where the Sakura Maiden of Divine Rebirth option is going to go, so we'll go with that. Oh, Lilith! The Sakura Maiden of Divine Rebirth! I remember everything now! She's surprised we played into it. Are you surprised by the lack of a proper response? Maybe a little. Let's move my head back up again. Your YouTuber or whatever represents your model is very out of place. It really is. Actually, you know what? I know exactly how to fix this. There we go. No, wait. No, I know exactly what... There we go. I will never be in the way now. Oh gosh, that is trippy, though. There we go. I restored the real history log for you, so you can use it properly now. Oh gosh, it takes forever to scroll through this. Whee! That's some Toby Fox stuff you just did. Okay, let's take a quick look. Well, now we have a history log. How do I get out of here? Return. Now you feel like it's watching you. I'm in your walls.
過去の記憶を読む必要性が出てくるのは君が私の話をちゃんと聞いていなかったせいな気もするけど
Even though
君になら何度でも同じことを話してあげてもいいわよ
even though flipping through the history log makes it seem like you weren't listening to me. If it's you, I'm happy to repeat myself countless times. I feel called out.
自己紹介がまだだったわね
By the way, I haven't properly introduced myself yet. Yes, you have. You called yourself Lilith back whenever we were doing the weird summoning ritual thing. I think. Might have been a little bit after that. Hold on, let me check the history log. Let's take a quick look. Yep, nope. Type of ritual. Mysterious girl. She's still a mysterious girl. Okay, it was a little bit after. It was a little bit after the mysterious ritual that she introduced herself. Wonderful thing she returned the history log to us. Don't know why she had it.
私はリリス子供の頃よく一緒に遊んだじゃない
Hold on, your words went
覚え
away.
てくれているかしら
My name is Lilith, and I'm your childhood friend. Well, nice to meet you. Didn't know I had a childhood friend that looked like you, but okay. I'll take your word for it. Also, don't remember any childhood friends that were named Lilith, but I'll take your word for it. We can be stoic again! Okay. Looking over at my model like that is really messing with my head, so we'll just... That's better. Childhood friend, I have one of those. Or dot 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 dot. There we go.
もう忘れちゃったの夏になると一緒にあっちこっち回ったり木に登ったり蝶々を追いかけたりしたでしょ他にもゲームをしたり一緒に宿題をしたり
Have you already forgotten? In the summers, we'd run together, climb trees, catch butterflies, play games, and finish our school assignments. Well, now I know that's a lie, because I didn't finish my school assignments. That's a joke, I did them. I always did them the day before they were due, but I did them. What you're describing is so generic it could apply to anyone. I never climbed trees. Yeah, joke's on her. I had a single friend when I was a child, and it was not her. Cries in loneliness. What you're describing is so generic it could apply to... Actually, how generic is that? Let's see. In the summers, we'd run together, climb trees, catch butterflies. Let's see. I didn't climb trees. Didn't catch butterflies. Okay, I did play games with my singular friend back then, but I didn't do the other ones. And finishing school assignments, no, that was the day before I had my oh gosh, no, back then, I wasn't even allowed to use a calculator. That's back when I did math by hand. It's literally, you sit down at the kitchen table, you got your packets from your different classes, you gotta do all your homework, get it done, single day, wish you hadn't done that, do it again next year. What you're describing is very not generic, but it could apply to anyone.
この話ならどうかしら
How about this?
二人で山登りをしていたら冬眠から目覚めたばかりのヒグマが現れて
Once, when we were little, we went hiking and ran into a bear fresh out of hibernation, searching for food. Well, I have run into bears before, while I've been biking with friends, but it was not fresh out of hibernation, I don't think, and it was probably searching for food at the time. With something like that, it's a wonder we're still alive. Well, I mean, whenever I encountered the bear, I happened to just be on a bike, because it was a biking trail, and so I quite literally just turned around and went. Oh dear, don't get caught up in such trivial details. Listen, I think that surviving a bear encounter is a very non-trivial detail.
とにかく子供の頃の知り合いと今再会したってわけ それでいいでしょ?
In short, I'm your childhood friend, and we've reunited. It's that simple. Seems kind of complicated to me.
そういえば、ずっと食事をしていなかったでしょ?
By the way, you haven't eaten anything in a while, have you? Oh, are you gonna make me food?
一緒に何か作りましょう.
Let's make something to eat. Alright, what's on the menu?
じゃじゃーん! ここからは、リリスのスペシャルスイートケーキタイム!
Ta-da! Up next is Lilith's special sweet cake time!
つまり、リリス先生の指導のもとで、君に美味しいイチゴケーキを作ってもらおうってこと.
Which means you'll be making a delicious strawberry cake under the guidance of Lilith. Should I take notes? Do we think this will work in real life too? Hold on. We need to save this part of the VOD and then make a recipe. I'll go get the ingredients at the store. We come back. We make strawberry cake together. Benefit? Prosper? I don't know what the end of that plan is like.
ケーキが完成したら、ふわふわな幸せに包まれながらケーキを堪能しましょう.
Then we can bask in the happiness of our achievement as we enjoy the cake together. Oh my gosh. I don't really get it, but sure, Lilith. Wait, why am I the one making it? And I hate strawberry cake. Well, I don't hate strawberry cake, so we're just gonna not choose that one. Why am I the one making it? I mean, she's the one that knows how to make it, so it would make more sense if she were to be the one to do it. But, you know, this game needs to have mini-games, I assume. And I don't really get it, but sure. You know, we don't want to be a pure yes man. We need to have our own independent thought. So why am I the one making it?
リリス先生は指導係ですもの.
You know, that makes sense. Because as your tutor, I'm here to guide you. Well, I mean, she has an awfully wonderful explanation. But I thought she was childhood friend. I didn't know she was also tutoring us.
それに、ここでは自分の手で完成させる喜びを実体験してもらうことを重要視しているの.
And more importantly, I want you to experience the joy of completing something with your own hands. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
君の嬉しい顔を見ると、私までハッピーになれるしね.
If you're happy, I'll be happy too.
それじゃ、今すぐ始めましょう.
Alright, let's get started.
製作手順は...
The process is simple. You take the cake mix. You take the strawberries. You bake the cake. Bam, it's done.
簡単に説明するわね. まず、シフォンケーキを作ります. その後、ケーキにクリームを塗って、最後にイチゴを添えるの.
Bake a chiffon cake base. Spread some cream on top and decorate it with strawberries. I am so sorry. You lost me at the first step.
手始めにシフォンケーキを作りましょう.
First, we'll make the cake base. Irony being, I do actually know how to make a cake base.
まず、棚からイチゴ、油、薄力粉、砂糖、卵を出して.
Take milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs from the cabinet. Do I even have these things in my Wait, hold on. The dish rack is saying this. Do I even have these things in my cabinet? That's the question you ask yourself. Dish rack, stop reading my mind. Dry my mug. But regardless, this is... Oven. But regardless, this is... What? This is worth... Oh, but regardless, this is worth trying. Oven, I think you just want me to bake the cake so that you find some use in... so that you find some use in your poor unused life. Did I move my model? Yes, I'm over here now. Here, hold on. There we go. After all, there is no evidence yet that they aren't in the cabinet. Cabinet, do you want to weigh in on this? Open the cabinet door.
おー、全部あるじゃない。もしかして天使のような夢の美少女が用意してくれたのかしら。
Oh, they're really here. Could it be that the angelic dream maiden prepared them in advance? I don't know, did you? Alright, let's down here. Oh, shoot. There we go. I'm locking these. There we go. We are getting really close to her. Here, hold on. Let me just put myself back up here too. I'm having way too much fun moving myself around the screen. Hold on, wait. I had an idea. We're just... What am I doing? I don't actually know what I'm doing. We're zooming in really close to her right now. How far will this go? She's got a really nice bow. I think it's still zoomed in. Takes out milk, cooking oil, cake flour, sugar, and eggs. First, we need to separate the egg whites from the yolks. Separate them. Separate them with overwhelming sorrow. How can we do this to them? You look at the egg in front of you and profound sadness floods your heart. It's the kind of feeling... Oh, the milk is chiming in on this one. It's the kind of feeling one might call fate when an egg's destiny truly decided. Is it the moment the sugar speaking now? Is it the moment it comes into existence? The moment it's noticed by the girl in front of it? Or the moment its fragile shell is shattered by an external force? Or perhaps in this modern age where hedonism erodes grand ideals, the concept of fate has long since dissolved. Sugar, who hurt you? Next, add milk, sugar, and... Next, add milk, sugar, and corn oil and mix them. Add them and mix. Then add the cake flour and mix. Add them and mix. Then add the egg yolks and mix. Oh, the tragedy. Add them and mix. Then take out a new bowl and add the egg whites and mix them. Add them and mix. Finally, combine the whipped egg whites with the batter and mix them. Mix everything together with an overwhelming sense of sorrow. Cake flour. Stir in circles, then another circle, and another. Cooking oil. Perhaps the entire world is nothing more than a meaningless machine, endlessly cycling in the droning hum... what the heck did I say? In the droning hum of repetition. I didn't know baking was this deep. All done, the batter is ready. Next, all we have to do is put it in the oven. Place the batter in the oven. Wait a minute, we didn't put it into a pan. Oven. The oven begins its work, just like any normal oven in this world. Listen, but what about the abnormal ovens? What about an oven that has its heating elements broken? What about those ovens? Do you even care about them, oven? Do you care about your... No, I'm just gonna continue. Desk! Wait, why are you here? This marks your release from the tedious labor of machinery, granting you a fleeting moment of freedom.
どうかした？
What's wrong? You still haven't answered my earlier question. I don't remember what the question was.
そうなの。見知らぬ少女が突然家に現れて。
Mm-hmm, you're right. A strange girl suddenly appearing in your house.
こんな設定、今年の純愛物語神ゲー最有力候補か。ありふれたホラー映画のストーリーくらいよね。
With such a premise, is this the most promising master love masterpiece of the year, or just a cliched horror suspense story? Well, you haven't taken out a knife yet, so I'm gonna assume the cliched horror suspense story.
君は私を誰だと思う？
So what's your opinion? You're a murderer hiding behind your cute appearance to strike when the time is right. You're a ghost living in an old house. You're a nagging mom who worries too much about me. You're just a game character. I can't say for sure. Clearly, you're just a game character. You are Lilith.png. Haha, of course.
確かにそうかもしれないけど、
But jokes aside,
私を作られたキャラだと意識してしまったら、ノベルゲームを楽しめないわよ。
if you really want to enjoy a text-based game like this, it means you want to forget the fact that characters are just designed characters, right?
ゲームに没入してこそ深く感情移入ができて、この出会いから大切なものが得られるの。
Only by doing so, deeper emotions can be Only by doing so can deeper emotions be poured into it, allowing us to fully experience the magic of this encounter.
映画でも小説でも演劇でも全部同じよ。
Whether it's watching a movie, reading a novel, or enjoying a play, it's all the same principle.
作られたキャラだと意識してしまったら、本当の楽しさを見失ってしまうじゃない？
If you keep reminding yourself that the characters are just created, you'll lose interest pretty quickly, won't you? But you really are just a game character. You're a murderer hiding behind your cute appearance. I think you're a ghost living in an old house waiting for new visitors to sit down with you for tea, bringing you new stories. You're a nagging mom who worries too much about me, but you're really just a game character.
それは否定しな
I
いわ。
won't... I won't deny it.
でもそれだけじゃない。
But what else? I wonder if this is an ending. But you really are just a game character.
それは否定しないわ。でもそれだけじゃない。
Okay, the game character has no more paths for us, so you're a murderer hiding behind your cute appearance to strike when the time is right.
どうしてわかるの？
What? How do you know that?
なんで？どうしてわかったの？
How could you know? How many times do you think I've seen you? I have no idea what's happening. You want me to fall to my death? I'm leaving and you can't stop me.
やっと気づいた？でももう手遅れよ。
But now that you've noticed, don't you think it's already too late? What?
君はすでに大量の毒を吸い込んでしまった。じきにその体は麻痺し始める。
You've already inhaled enough toxins, your body will soon go numb. But what about the cake?
次に目が覚めた時、縛られたまま 己の体が少しずつ切断される様子を見せてあげる。
When you wake again, you'll find yourself tied up, fully conscious, watching as your limbs are dismantled piece by piece. Well, that's kind of gory. I'm not sure if YouTube's gonna like that one.
どうしてこうなってしまったの？
This outcome shouldn't have come so quickly.
一体どこで間違えてしまったの？
Yeah, I'm pretty cooked. Where did it all go wrong? Well, I booted up the game, and that's where it all went right. Oh, end 2, true end. I got an achievement. What? I got an achievement the future never reached. It says a moment of death. Dang.
ただの冗談よ。
Just kidding. Oh, well, alright. Guess we're safe. It was a false alarm. She's not a yandere. Probably. Dot, 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 dot.
面白くなかったかしら。
Was that not funny at all? Yeah, it was pretty funny.
とにかく君が私のことを殺人鬼だと思ったのは
Anyway, you think I'm a murderer.
私のことをそう判断する視点を持っていたからでしょ？
Because you're perceiving me through your own perspective, aren't you? Well, some random girl appears in your house.
理解しようとするとき、頭の中に一番よく現れる概念は、その相手が赤血球や白血球、好酸球などからできているという考え方より。
When understanding the existence of another, the concepts that most easily come to mind are not metrics like red blood cell or white blood cell counts, nor eosinophil indices. Eosinophil indices. Well, I didn't know we were going into biology today.
やっぱり友達だとか家族だとか嫌いな人だとか絶対に近づきたくない人だとかでしょ？
It's still concepts like friends, family, those you dislike, people you love, or those you absolutely want to avoid, isn't it? Listen, we should standardize judging people based on how many times they blink per second. Human interactions should be decided based on staring contests. Let's be honest. It's just the real metric. That was a joke, by the way. We don't judge people here.
君が私のことを何者と感じたかは、すべてが属性や印象の概念の延長線上にあるの。
Whether it's a murderer, a ghost, an acting mom, or a game character, these are all extensions of such concepts. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but I'll take your word for it.
これらの概念が成立するためには、一つの前提が必要なの。わかる？
For these concepts to exist, a premise quietly hides itself. Have you noticed it? Obviously. It's the hamburger. Okay, the premise is the self... The premise is the self as the perspective. Soft pink pads of kitten's paw, sizzling hamburger patty under the heat, whatever the self is.
その通り。これらの概念を成立させるのは、観察者の立場にいる自分なの。
Yes, the premise that enables these concepts is the self as the observer's perspective. No idea what they're talking about.
友達は誰の友達？嫌っている人は誰が嫌っているの？好きな人は誰が好きな人？殺人鬼も幽霊も母親もゲームキャラもどうやって私と付き合っているの？
A friend to whom, someone disliked by whom, someone loved by whom, how do murderers, ghosts, moms, or game characters interact with me? Well, what if one character is all three of these, all four of these things?
リリスは何者なのか？私たちはどんな関係で 二人の間でどんな物語が綴られるのか。
What kind of existence is Lilith's identity? Meeting me with such an identity, what stories will unfold between us?
これらのことは自我があるから気になってしまうわけね。
It is precisely because these things are connected to the self that they become so significant to you. Oh, that's interesting. If I hit the spacebar, the UI disappears.
どの概念も自我が作り出したものなの。だから自我は絶対的な地位にあるのよ。
It is precisely because these identities are the judgment of the self that they hold such supreme importance.
当たり前のことに聞こえるかもしれないけど、実は自我というのはね、現代の発明なの。
You might think I'm saying something obvious, but in truth, the self is a modern invention.
大昔の世界は万物が分け隔てなく平和に共存し、すべてが一体だった。
In earlier times, the world was once a complete world where all things harmoniously merged.
たまに自我という視点に気づく人もいたけど、ほとんどの人は理念の研究に精力をつぎ込んでいたの。
Occasionally, some might notice the existence of the self as a perspective, but most devoted their energy to exploring grand ideas.
それは雄大かつ完璧な万物を受け入れられる理念。時には物質として現れ、時に神のように霊体として現れ、また時にロゴスとして現れた。
These ideas were magnificent, perfect, all-encompassing. Sometimes they manifested as matter, sometimes as gods, sometimes as logos.
どの形であれ、それが存在することを思えば、人々は安心感が得られたの。
But no matter what, as long as people thought of their existence, they felt reassured.
そして現代になって自我が発見されたわ。
Then time moved into the modern era and the self was discovered.
そして自身が観察の対象となった途端、世界は主観と客観に分裂したの。
When people regarded themselves as the objects of observation, the world split into two parts, subjective and objective.
それに従って世界がさらに広がった。今度は亀裂が入った鏡のように、無数のかけらがそれぞれの世界を映し出すようになった。
Thus, the world unfolded again. This time, it fractured like a mirror, and the shards reflected countless smaller worlds.
これは視点としての自我と関わっているの。
This time, it became inseparably linked to the self as a perspective.
これが全ての議論の始まりなのよ。
And this marks the beginning of every topic we discuss. No more gods. What a sad story this is. Wait, why are you suddenly telling me this? I'd like to know why you're telling me this.
私は本当に存在しているのか。
Do I truly exist? Well, I'm pretty sure there was a philosopher who actually asked this question, and his response was, I think, therefore I am.
以前、その答えを一緒に探したいとあなたが言ったわ。
You mentioned before that you wanted to explore this question with me.
だから、これからは一緒にいろんなことをして、いろんなことについて考えましょう。
So, in the time to come, we'll do all sorts of things together and contemplate certain topics. What kinds of topics?
そして物語の最後に、あなたは自信を持って自分の選択ができるようになる。
Until the stories end, where you can finally make your own choices.
視点ってそんなに重要？そう疑問に思うかもしれないわね。
Huh? Is the perspective really that important? Maybe you'd ask this.
普通の人は、この世界が正常に回っているのが常識だと思っている。このゲームが正常に起動しているように、ね。
Anyone with common sense would think that the world is naturally functioning as it should, wouldn't they? Just like this game is naturally running as it should.
そう、ここが重要なポイントなの。常識という存在。
Yes, you found the key. Common sense.
常識というのは視点としての自我が世界を認識する重要なツールなの。
So-called common sense is the crucial tool by which the self perceives the world.
常識の力を借りて必要な情報だけを選んで収集すれば世界は理解できる形で目の前に現れる。
As long as we leverage the power of common sense to selectively gather the information we need, the world presents itself to us in an understandable way.
常識は非常に頼りになるから時に人は自我という視点まで忘れてしまうの。
Common sense is so reliable that it often makes people forget the self as a perspective.
このゲームで必要な常識、それはこれはノベルゲームということよ。
In this game, the common sense you need is, this is a visual novel.
ノベルゲームはイラストや背景が違うだけで大体同じ。本質はあまり変わらないからとてもわかりやすいわね。
And since it's a visual novel, it's typically variations of text combined with images and backgrounds. Essentially, they're all quite similar and easy to understand.
例えばリリスの立ち絵が表示されていてテキストボックスにリリスの名前が書かれていれば自然にリリスと話していると思うでしょう。
For example, you see Lilith's sprite end the dialogue box that says Lilith, so you assume it's Lilith speaking to you.
でもその常識は本当に信じていいの？
But is common sense truly infallible? So are you telling me the sink has been speaking to me this whole time?
それが事実じゃない可能性だってあるわ。喋っているのはリリスじゃなくてリリスのリボンかもしれない。あるいはリリスという3つの文字に何の意味もないかもしれない。
What if that's not the case at all? What if all these words are being said by Lilith's hairband? What if the name Lilith in the dialogue box means nothing at all?
別の例を挙げるならこの背景を見たら今は部屋の中にいるのだと認識するでしょ。
Similarly, you see the scene behind me and conclude the story is taking place in a room. I mean, that's a pretty good assumption, but there's a slight question I have. Where is the couch? Where's the couch that you sometimes sit down on?
でももし視野をもっと広げてみたらどうなる？
But what if we zoomed out from this scene?
これは芝居の一部で大勢の観客が私たちを見ているのかもしれない。
Perhaps this is merely part of a stage set with many spectators sitting below watching us.
映画のロケの可能性だってあるわ。カメラを向けられて俳優のあなたがセリフを忘れて。
Perhaps this is a movie set and cameras are pointed right at us, and you're just an actor who has forgotten your lines.
外の世界が地震の後の廃墟だったり。
Perhaps the world outside is a desolate wasteland ruined by earthquakes.
ここが人類文明の最後の砦だったり。
Perhaps this is the last refuge of human civilization.
他の惑星にいる物語の可能性だって考えられるわ。
Perhaps this is a story taking place on another planet.
常識が揺らげば世界の様子がガラリと変わってしまう。
The moment common sense falters, the appearance of the world before you changes.
この世界は完璧ではなくなり解釈が必要になってくる。
The world is no longer complete, it demands more explanations.
そこで自我の探求が始まるってわけ。
At this point, the exploration of the self begins.
自我の体験によって世界が様々な形に変化するの。
And based on the different experiences of the self, the appearance of the world also changes. Are we going to go from the tricolor we currently have to instead like a green-based one? ... Yeah, that's less dots than there were before. Mirror, have you given an answer? Are you keeping silent, or are you engaging in some sort of experimental performance art? Betchy. Perhaps the answer doesn't matter as much. Maybe you simply need an outlet for your emotions, or perhaps you need a confirmation of your own existence. But no matter what, these words have affected you in some way. Window, and then your gaze fixes on the running oven. A fateful glance. Where is the oven? Damn it, stop thinking like that! Chair, even if you tell yourself not to think, it's futile. Like being told not to think of an elephant, yet thinking of one anyway. Radio, your worst fears come true. In the next second, the oven makes a sound. It shouldn't have done that. It didn't actually make a sound. I'm wondering. Is it possible I might actually be a time machine? Darn it, the oven's a time machine.
ちょっとその考えを今すぐやめて。まだ焼いている途中なの。
Oh no, stop this thought. Our cake is still baking in there. Well, our cake could be baking in the year 1600. You can hear it talking. A time machine's workflow is simple. Put something inside, close the door, and then open the door and take it out. Moreover, the state of the item is different when it comes out than when it went in. We have two very different ideas of what a time machine is. Yes, that's exactly my workflow.
ダメ。これ以上考えないで。
No, this won't do. Absolutely not.
オーブンがもしタイムマシンになったら恐ろしいことが起きるの。
If the oven really turns into a time machine, terrible things will happen. Terrible things? Ooh, ah! I don't believe it. Terrible things?
ええ、そうよ。
Yes.
オーブンがタイムマシンになってしまうと時空が歪んでしまうの。今の生活は崩壊して新しいものに組み替えられてしまう。
If the oven truly becomes a time machine, the world lines will shift dramatically, our current lives will crumble apart, and everything will be reconstructed into a new form.
この有名な理論は知ってる？蝶の羽ばたきから生まれた小さな風が遠いところでハリケーンを起こすって理論よ。
Have you heard of this popular theory? Even the smallest change, like the flutter of a butterfly's wings, can cause a hurricane far away.
つまり、オーブンがタイムマシーンになることが現実世界にどれほどの影響を与えるかは、私たちには予測もできないのよ。
So we can't predict how the oven turning into a time machine might impact the real world.
例えば、すべての人が毎日25時間のベルゲームをプレイしなければならない世界になるとか、誰かがルールを破れば元の世界に戻されてしまうとか。
So how did the voice actress pronounce the block, black, black, block, black, black, block? For example, we might end up in a dystopian world where everyone is forced to play visual novels 25 hours a day, and if anyone breaks the rules, they'll be block, 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 block. That doesn't sound so bad.
確かにそうね。
Indeed.
とにかく、オーブンを説得する最重要任務は任せたわ。必ずオーブンがオーブンであることを認めさせるの。
In any case, the task of convincing the oven falls to you. You must make it believe that it's an oven.
別の言い方をするなら、視点としてのあなたが必ずそれをオーブンだと認識しなければならないの。
Or rather, you must make yourself, as the observer, believe it is just an oven. ...
できるわ。これはあなたにしかできないことなの。
You can. This is something only you can accomplish. I understand. To make the oven believe it's not a time machine, but just an oven, I need to find the right thought and capture it before it slips away. I'm ready. You are not a time machine. What else but an oven? You've always been an oven. You've always been an oven. What else but an oven? You're not a time machine. You're not... Wait, oh. You've always been an oven. What else could you be but an oven? What else could you be but an oven? You are not a time machine. You are an oven. You're not a time machine. You're not a time machine. You are an oven. What else could you be but an oven? You are not... You are an oven. What else could you be but an oven? You're not a time machine. You are an oven. What else could you be but an oven? What else could you be but an oven? You're not a time machine. You're an oven. You've always been an oven. What else could you be but an oven? What else could you be but an oven? Where is it? You've always been an oven. You're not a time machine. You're an oven. You're an oven. You're not a time machine. You're an oven. You've always been an oven. You've always been an oven. You're an oven. Gosh, what is this? You've always been an oven. You are an oven. Guys, I think I might be an oven. My brain hurty. It's over. Ding. What? Okay. Interesting achievement. The time machine made a crisp sound. It signaled that the process was complete. Open the oven. This is a note. But my cake! Open the note. I hope I finally managed to contact you this time. Please remember what I'm about to say. It's critical. Fontainebleau cannot be trusted. Whatever you do, do not let them take the time oven. They claim to be an organization protecting peace, but in reality, they're the architects of all suffering. They only want to use the power of the time machine to reshape the world into a dystopia where everyone is forced to play visual novels 25 hours a day. In 5 minutes they'll be coming for you. Leave this place immediately and finish what I couldn't. The me from 10 years ago. Darn it! I have a time oven now. And I don't have a cake. I want my cake. This is not a cake. Dot, 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 dot. Block, 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 block. Years later, someday, some month. In front of me, a girl in a white lab coat smiled at me, amidst the ruins of a desolate world. This time, this will be the final time jump. This is as far as I can take you, but the Lilith in the next timeline will surely protect you, just like I have. Alright, leave it to me. Through the chaos of flying debris and roaring flames, I dashed toward the building ahead. End. Fontainebleau oven. I don't think that's the ending. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Find the time oven. Write the email. What email? Press the send button.
とにかくオーブンを説得する最重要任務は任せたわ。必ずオーブンがオーブンであることを認めさせるの。
In any case, the task of convincing the oven falls to you. You must make it believe that it is just an oven.
別の言い方をするなら、視点としての
Oh, this is just the oven thing again.
オーブンだと認識しなければならないの。
Alright, leave it to me. To make the oven believe it is not a time machine, but just an oven. I need to find the right thought and capture it before it slips away. I'm ready. You're not an oven. You've always been an oven. You've always been an oven. You are not... Oh, wait, shoot. You're an oven. You've always been an oven. You are an oven. You are not an oven. You are not a time machine. What else could you be? You've always been an oven. You are an oven. You are not a time machine. You are an oven. You're not a time machine. You are not an oven. You've always been an oven. What if I just... There we go. Did I win? It's over. Ding! The oven made a crisp sound. It signaled that the process was complete. Open the oven. Did I get a cake?
普通のケーキだわ。よかった。成功したようね。
I got a cake! Future Goddess Initiative. What? Stop Fountain Blue schemes. That's what I got as my thing. That's the achievement. Lilith, it's a normal cake. Thank goodness we did it. Do you smell something burnt?
焦げた？
But burnt? Takes out the baking tray.
なんでこうなっちゃったの？
My cake! How did this happen? Well, I just went through an intense psychological battle and the stress was just too much for me to handle. Well, dang, cake. When the pressure builds, the boiling point of water rises, so the food ends up at a higher temperature.
ごめんなさい。こうなるとは全く思わなかったの。
Sorry, I didn't anticipate this at all. It's okay, let's keep working on the cake and finish it. You take the cake out of the mold, and the burnt smell invading the room in an almost aggressive way. But you steady your mind and push through. Under Lilith's guidance, you slice the strawberries, whip the cream, and combine it all with the cake layers. Now it looks like a proper cake, no an enticing one. The unevenly spread cream even gives it a charm that sets it apart from mass-produced factory goods. Isn't that moving?
今この瞬間、一つのタスクが完了したわ。
Now we've accomplished something.
食べられないけど、ケーキを切り分ける儀式はちゃんとできる。これが私たちの行動で世界が変わったという証拠なのよ。
Even though it's not edible, we can still share the ritual of cutting the cake. This is proof we've changed the world through our actions. Cuts the cake. Hands the first slice to Lilith. I think we handed more than the first slice. I think we just threw the cake on the ground.
ケーキが落ちた。
Ah, the cake, it fell.
どうしよう、どうしよう、どうしよう。
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Listen. Why not we ask the time oven?
せっかく君が愛情を込めて渡してくれたケーキなのに、落としちゃった。
Even though you handed it to me with such love, I couldn't catch it.
なんでこ
Skill
う
issue.
なるの？
How did it come to this?
ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Your reaction is adorable. It honestly is. It's okay. I'll clean it up. This PNG doesn't look like carpet, so it shouldn't be too bad.
ありがとう。でも、やっぱりごめん。片付けまでさせちゃって。
Thank you, but I'm really sorry making you help me with this. I enjoyed baking the cake with you. That's enough for me. Although I would have loved to also eat the cake, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. Wipes Lilith's tears away, pats Lilith's shoulder, does nothing. We'll wipe the tears away. We'll be nice. Silently begins cleaning the mess. Before I'm meeting you, I thought life was meaningless. I just waited for it to crush me. You're right, the process is what matters. I think we'll clean up the mess real quick. The longer you wait for, the cake to get cleaned up, the more it's gonna, get into the floor and, depending on what type of floor you have, you kind of want to get that immediately.
ありがとう。
Thank you. It's fine. In the next moment, you feel a faint pressure on your shoulders and back. The scent of her hair and the softness of her skin. As the brief moment ends, Lilith gazes at you warmly, though there's a hint of mischief in her eyes.
事件現場も綺麗になったし、
Well, now that the scene of the crime is cleaned up,
それじゃリリスが恩返しする番ね。
it's time for Lilith to repay you. I only take I only take, dollars.
目を閉じて。
Close your eyes. Close his eyes normally. Dot. Dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot.
もう開けてもいいわよ。
You can open them now. You got a table.
どう？ここ、とても素敵でしょ？
Ta-da! Isn't this place amazing? I've been meaning to ask, where is this?
ここはリリスの秘密の部屋よ。ここに入っていいのはあなただけ。
This is Lilith's secret room, Wonderland. It's only open to you. You call this a room, but it's just a sofa and a table.
いけない子ね。人の部屋のことチロチロ見ないの。
Oh, come on, who picks apart someone's room like this?
ああ、大事なことを忘れるところだった。
Oh, right, I almost forgot the main event.
今の見た？指を鳴らすだけで美味しいケーキが出現したの。
See, just one snap of my fingers and a delicious cake appears. Do it again.
そう、これがリリスの恩返しのリリススペシャルいちごケーキよ。
Yes, as a reward, please enjoy this Lilith's special strawberry cake. Thanks. We'll ignore the fact that it's big and sparkly. It doesn't seem to have any flavor.
ええ、味の描写はまだしていないもの。
Well, I haven't described the taste yet. It tastes like chicken.
私ならケーキの味よりケーキに使われているクリームの質感やいちごの色合いの方が気になるわね。
Honestly, I'm more interested in the cream's texture and the strawberry's color.
味の描写は君に任せるわ。とっても簡単だから試してみて。
So I'll leave the flavor to you. It's easy, just imagine it.
もちろん君が望むなら他の味にしてもいいのよ。
And by the way, you don't have to stick to strawberry, you can make it taste like anything. Concentrates on the strawberry cake. Imagine it tastes like strawberry cake. Imagine it tastes like chocolate cake. Imagine it tastes like fried chicken. Tastes like chicken.
これはフライドチキンの香り？
I think I could taste fried chicken.
すごく
An,
斬新な組み合わせよね。
an innovative pairing, isn't it? What, don't you like fried chicken?
あ待って待って。本当にこんなものを食べなきゃダメ？
Wait, are we really going to eat this? Absolutely, if you aren't, I will. And so, you and Lilith shared a fried chicken-flavored strawberry cake and spent a joyful moment together. Sweet cake time! Who ate the cake? That's the achievement I just got. Oh, did I win? Fleeting memories? Oh. Huh. I think that was an ending. Huh. I presume I can get other endings? Yes, I can. Chapter 2. Heart-pounding adventures. Actually, yeah. Oh, I can't escape. Hold on. It is the 2D beautiful girl who bestows the essence of Mandarakes upon wait, no. It is the 2D beautiful girl who bestows the essence of mandrakes upon mandrakes. The unformed defines the formed. This essence, intertwined with the transcendence of hamburger patties, gravitates beyond the ego within the existence of the Demon King, reaching a plane of being that defies the direction prescribed by the Morphean Codex. Starter. Existence in NPCs. Oh, wait. Time back to my corner.
ねえ、早く起きて。遅刻するわよ。
Wake up! Wake up! You're going to be late. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Lilith? Let me sleep a little longer. 5 more minutes.
ダメなの。早く起きて。
No way! Get up right now.
いつもこうなんだから。せっかく毎日起こしてあげてるのに。
You're always like this. I haven't come to wake you up every single morning. She did say she was the childhood friend, so... What time is it? Right now. Watch. 2:40, Your Majesty. 2:40. In the morning. What? Who wakes up at 2:40 a.m.? Who gets woken up at such an hour? I'm not even asleep at that time.
午後4時から寝てたでしょ。それからもう10時間も経ってしまっているわ。
You've been sleeping since 4 p.m. That's 10 hours already.
健康のためよ。早く起きなさい。
For your own health, it's time to wake up.
それに早く起きないと本当に遅刻するわよ。
Besides, if you don't, you'll be late. For what? Late for what?
だってこのまま寝ちゃうと
Because if you keep sleeping,
存在しない夢追い人銀のネギの森が終わっちゃうじゃない。
you'll miss the Morphean Codex, the Forest of Silver Shallows. I like how our options are the Morphean Codex, the Forest of Silver Shallows, question mark. What? Dot dot dot, question mark. Just silence. And what? Just question mark?
少しくらい合わせてくれたっていいじゃない。
At least show some enthusiasm for it.
とにかくこのまま寝ちゃうと
Anyway, if you keep sleeping,
存在しない夢追い人銀のネギの森が終わっちゃうじゃない。
you'll miss the Morphean Codex, the Forest of Silver Shallows. What?
そう、リリスが徹夜で完成させたストーリー重視の今年最も人気な RPG ゲームよ。
Yes, it's the storyline RPG I worked through the night to complete. The most anticipated narrative-driven role-playing game of the year. Okay. Great, bring it here already. You had me at RPG.
よし、とってもいい意気込みだわ。
Exactly, that's the spirit.
じゃあ、一緒に目を閉じましょう。
Close our eyes, isn't it a video game? I finished my hot chocolate, although it wasn't as hot anymore. Then I spilled water on myself. Alright, I think we're... Darn it. There we go. I actually did, like, spill water on myself. Now let's close our eyes together. Close eyes as normally as possible. Close with 0 expectation. And close eyes brimming with excitement. I think we're brimming with excitement now, aren't we? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot.
さあ、目を開けていいわよ。
You can open them now. Yep, it's an RPG, alright. Dot dot dot. What is this place?
見ての通り、王都の宮殿よ。
As you can see, this is the royal palace.
あなたの旅はここから始まるの。夢追い人として広大な議員のネギの森を冒険してもらうわ。
You'll begin
魔王を倒して姫を助けるのよ。
You'll begin your journey here as the Morphean Paradox, traveling through the vast forest of Silver Shallows, defeating this demon lord and rescuing the princess. Such a cliched storyline. Can this really be considered plot-driven? It's a fresh take on tradition with our own interpretation of the narrative. No response. No response. Ahem.
あの人が国王じゃない。早く話を聞きに行きましょう。
That's the king over there. Let's go meet him. His crown has so much more definition than the rest of him. Why isn't he speaking?
説明すると複雑になるけど。
I mean, aside from the fact that you forgot to draw his mouth. It's a bit complicated.
とにかく彼と話をすると不思議なことが起こるの。
Let's just say something magical happens when you speak to him. Ask the king about the quest. The princess has been taken by the demon lord. Please, the brave Morphean Paradox, rescue her. The princess?
普通なら姫は旅の終点地点である銀のネギの森の魔王城で君の助けを待っているはずよ。
Usually, the princess should be waiting at the end of the journey in the demon lord's castle on the far side of the forest of the Silver Shallows. Ask again. Ask again. The princess has been taken by the demon lord. Please brave the Morphean please brave the Morphean Paradox. Rescue her. Ask again. The princess has been taken by the demon lord. Please the brave Morphean Paradox. Rescue her. Okay, I mean, I was expecting something to change eventually. Well then, let's set off to the forest of Silver Shallows.
それじゃ冒険を始めましょう。
Let's embark on our adventurous journey together.
早速新たな NPC が現れたわね。
We've already encountered a new NPC. Scholar. Huh? Someone passing by? You're the one I've chosen. What have I been chosen for? Oh my gosh, she's actually drawn. Hello, I'm a scholar researching plants in this forest, but I've run into some trouble. They crossed out the second option. It's the history button all over again. I'm willing to help. Great, that's the spirit. You successfully accepted the task. Task name, Scholar Side Quest, temporary. Next time, please come up with a more official name. Not bad, it does feel like an RPG. You know, if it wasn't for the parentheses temporary, then yeah. Next time, please come up with a more official name.
貴重なご意見ありがとうございます。
Your valuable feedback is duly noted. So here's the situation. I'm working on a paper about mandrake plants, but I've hit a major bottleneck. Okay, Miss Sculler. When drafting the section on its properties and effects, there's one point that stumped me for days. I've been pondering for ages, but I just can't figure it out. The dilemma is... should I let this mandrake plant discover that it's the true culprit of a tragic incident 5 years ago and then commit suicide out of guilt? This is a scholarly paper? That sounds more like a novel. Is this a scholarly paper? Well, there's no choice. Scholars have to write academic papers. That's the definition of being a scholar. But, the same old formulas make it impossible to hold anyone's attention. Well, yeah, because they're boring. Just like after playing 100 dating sims where you meet, date, and embrace a seemingly infinite combination of hairstyles, hair colors, eye colors, personalities, and identities of cute girls. Eventually, you'd want to try a dating sim where you romance a mandrake plant, wouldn't you? Okay, we're getting into some fetish levels that we're not talking about here right now. Which brings me to the masterpiece I'm working on. Summer Sakura girl of the snow country, vows blooming under the hues of pure longing. Just make it multiple choice. I'm here to grind and level up, not to help you write your script. Though it does sound suspiciously like a game I've played before. Oh, tell me more. Oh, tell me more. Finally, someone is willing to listen. You guys are truly my soulmates. We've jumped a few levels, but okay. So here's the story. The mandrake plant is a white-haired, red-eyed girl with twin tails named Sakurako. Doesn't seem like a mandrake. Doesn't seem like a mandrake plant, but you know what? White-haired, red-eyed. I'm sold. Continue listening. Is she just another cute girl? How is she any different from the usual heroines in other games? Continue listening. Sakurako is a transfer student at the school, and on her first day she realizes she's late. She hurriedly grabs a piece of bread, shouting, I'm late, as she runs to school. Continue listening. Sakurako dashes along, and at a corner she suddenly collides with something. Ouch, that hurts, she says, rubbing her head. She looks up and sees a hamburger patty. Excellent idea. I'll note it down. Then Sakurako successfully finds her classroom. The teacher writes her name on the blackboard, introduces her to the class, and assigns her to sit by the window. As she takes her seat, she notices the boy sitting next to her is a hamburger patty. Excellent idea. I'll note it down. The first day of school passes quickly, and before she knows it, it's time to go home. After school, there's a short period for extracurricular activities. Sakurako decides to join a club. She heads to the floor where the club rooms are. Trusting her instincts, she approaches a door. Standing in front of the second-to-last classroom on the left, she musters her courage and knocks. After a brief wait, the door opens, and inside she sees a hamburger patty. Amazing. Fantastic. Inspiration is flowing endlessly. Alright, I know what to write now. Here's your reward from me. You received the Morphine Codex. This book looks familiar. I feel like I've seen it in my room before. Black Notebook. In conclusion, the girl beyond this world has vanished. Is the scholar the girl beyond this world? Or is it the hamburger patty? I am different from it, even though we share the same essence. Oh, well, okay, that clears everything up. Except the Morphine Codex. For a legendary... The Morphine Paradox. A talking book is nothing surprising. The Morphine Paradox casually puts it away. Actually, I've been meaning to ask, what's with that strange voice? Talking about accepting desks and putting things into a pocket and all that. You can hear it too? I thought I was schizophrenic. Dot. Wait a minute. Could it be you're actually the Morphine Paradox? And that voice, is it the game narrator? And we were just inside a game. Yes, that is the narrator. So I'm just a minor NPC scholar in this game? Is this the truth of my existence? listen, we can get you out of here. Don't worry, I know a girl. Wait. I got an achievement. Self-awareness. We are kindred existences. As I was creating Sakurako's story, was someone else out there creating mine? Are we all... the world is a simulation. Exactly, your sole purpose is to give me rewards. At least it isn't a dating sim. Ugh, that's such a cruel thing to say. But no, I'm not sad at all. Oh, soulmate, to appear in this game as a scholar. It actually makes me very happy. Identity represents a limitation. In defining something, we inevitably negate other possibilities. Identity means moving away from perfection. What a sad thing that is. But it is precisely through this form of identity that I get to meet you, and we're able to have this dialogue. I'm not omniscient, which is why I can experience new and delightful surprises in our conversations. I'm not standing at the end of the world, which is why I can keep moving forward. We are not destinations, we are bridges leading towards destinations. Born from nothingness, our existence is self-made, continuously manifesting in the world. This is our freedom, and it is also the shackle we must bear. You see, even with the powerful label of NPC Scholar, I'm unlike any scholar you've ever encountered, am I not? Why, yes. Your mug is constantly spilling. And even if Sakurako's story could be summarized as a dull and cliché narrative, she would still live her life to the fullest, making the best choices within her framework and enjoying her existence, wouldn't she? And just think about it. All of the hamburgers she gets to meet. So, I hope you won't reduce the Morpheum Paradox, the Forest of Silver Shadows, to static being in itself labels like the Morpheum Paradox saves the princess. I make no promises. This is the story of a Morpheum Paradox endlessly walking the path of becoming the Morpheum Paradox. But the Morpheum Paradox, huh? What a deeply misunderstood term. Alright, it's time for us to part ways. Could you tell me your name, Scholar? Here, I can only appear as the Scholar. I have no other name. We'll meet again. But, oh soulmate, my name has long been engraved in your heart. This entire time, it's actually been box. When we meet again in another place, call out my name. After bidding farewell to the Scholar, Lilith and I ventured deeper into the forest. Oh shoot, I'm out of my hot chocolate. After a legendary adventure, we finally arrived before the Demon Lord. Let me guess, Lilith is the Demon Lord. That's my prediction. You know what? I'll accept this too. Wait a minute, did our entire adventure just get completely glossed over? As for your adventure, well, that's another story to tell. I feel like that's literally this... Hold on a minute. Oh my gosh. I just remembered. I'm like, wait a minute, that name sounds familiar. Oh my gosh, this is the name of the sequel. Oh, I'm gonna have to play it. Okay. That's actually pretty genius. I gotta hand it to the developers on that one. They put an RPG into their visual novel and are releasing the RPG. That's genius. I love that. Dot, 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 dot.
いけない。かなりやばい状況ね。
Oh no, this looks bad.
今の魔王に勝つことは不可能よ。弱点が見当たらない。
Right now, the Demon Lord is unbeatable because she has no weaknesses. Well, that's just poor storytelling. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
実はこのゲームのラストはまだ完成していないの。
It's because the final part of the game isn't finished yet. You forgot to code the final battle? Entirely reasonable.
つまり、魔王のデザインは完成しているけど、具体的な戦闘システムやステータスはまだ設定できていなくて。
What I mean is, the Demon Lord only has a basic design. There's no detailed battle system or stats yet. You completely missed the part of game development, which is you get a playable thing first before you even get, like, you technically don't even need her design if you want to, whenever you're programming a game, because your first thing you need is a product that can be played. Which I guess at this point, if we were able to go through that wild adventure, we've already done. So you know what? Actually, no, this checks out. We just haven't gotten the final battle yet. Dot, 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 dot. Or, excuse me? How are we supposed to fight? Let's just run! Dot, 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 dot.
しかし夢追い人よ。
But the Morphean Paradox!
魔王を倒す方法は旅の途中ですでに入手したはず。
You've already learned the way to defeat the Demon Lord during this journey. We haven't done the journey yet.
今あるアイテムで形勢逆転できるわ。だからそれを使えばいいのよ。
There's a particular item that can turn the tide of the situation. You just need to use it. The Morphean Codex, the Morphean Paradox, reaches into their pocket. Use the hamburger patty. Use the record player. The hamburger patty. Without knowing where it came from, the Morphean Paradox uses the hamburger patty. In other words, the Morphean Paradox eats the hamburger patty right in front of the Demon Lord. Exclamation point! The Demon Lord stares intently at this half-eaten hamburger patty in the Morphean Paradox's hands, pretending to be unaffected. This game is just my brand of ridiculous. You clearly want to eat it, don't you? Look at that face. She wants to eat it. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. How do I vocalize an emoticon? The Demon Lord's attack power increases. After a brief pause, the Demon Lord returns to their usual composed demeanor. The situation remains unchanged. Use the record player. The Morphean Paradox uses... you use the record player. Gasp! As music plays, the Demon Lord begins tapping their hands and feet to the rhythm. More emoticons. Their movements grow more enthusiastic, their expression reaching a state of pure bliss. As the music ends, the Demon Lord seems to realize something. More emoting. The Demon Lord's defense increases. At the same time, they revert to their usual cool demeanor. Dot. Dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. The situation remains unchanged. Well, hamburgers did nothing. Having a dance-off did nothing. I guess the Morphean Codex is the answer. The Morphean Paradox pulls out the Morphean Codex. Try to take a bite out of it. The Morphean Codex was the hamburger we met along the way. Let's try to take a bite out of it. The Morphean Paradox takes a bite out of the Morphean Codex. Naturally, the Morphean Paradox can't bite through it or taste anything. Is our relationship getting a bit too ambiguous? Oh my gosh! What the heck? I just got an achievement that says new romance. Okay, hold on, that music's a bit loud. I just got an achievement that says new romance route unlocked, the Codex of Morphean. Gentle bite marks. Alright, music back. Huh, is our relationship getting a bit too ambiguous? No, no, no! There's no romance to unlock here. The game only allows Lilith as a love interest. But the scholar was pretty cute. In any case, the situation remains unchanged. Throw the Morphean Codex at the Demon Lord. The Morphean Paradox picks up the Morphean Codex and then... Wait, what are you doing? Wait. Perfect throw. The notebook strikes the Demon Lord right on the head. Look at how sad she is! Oh, I think we angered her. The Demon Lord gets angry and picks up the Morphean Codex from the ground. Hold on. Wait, everyone, just wait. Careful. Catch it gently. Catch it gracefully. Catch it earnestly. Catch it gently. The Morphean Codex is gently caught by the Morphean Paradox. The Morphean Codex is back in the Morphean Paradox's possession. Open and check its contents. The Morphean Paradox opens the notebook. So this is the game's framework for the Morphean Paradox, the Forest of Silver Shallows. Hi, Mr. Top. Welcome back. You missed... Oh my gosh, this game was 100% worth it playing. What an intricate system, though clearly incomplete. Weren't you the one that made this? Lilith, weren't you the one that made this? Anyway, as long as you write down the Demon Lord's weakness here, it will become their actual weakness. Convenient, isn't it? This is just the game creator being lazy, isn't it? No response. Anyway, go ahead and write down the Demon Lord's weakness. Write down fear of criticism. Write down get sleepy after eating. Write down vulnerable to head strikes. Head strikes. Close the notebook. Okay. I got another achievement. We've defeated the Demon Lord, the Morphean Paradox. Wait a moment. Alright, where's the princess? Pauses to wait at the spot. She's the princess. Looks back. Lilith? I finally found you. Dot. I've finally found you, the Morphean Paradox. Okay, there was a question. How much does this game cost? It is a grand total of $2. Gonna be honest, I thought it was more than that. Yeah, no, it was just $2. according to the Steam page. Although I do have to check. Hold on. Where's the other one? Forest of Silver Shallows. Where's this one? Oh. Well, the other game, the Forest of Silver Shallows, which, so, if you weren't here for it, we literally just had, like, in this game, this is a visual novel, and it, in the middle of it, said, we're gonna start playing an RPG, has us do a single quest, visual novel style, and then says, the rest of the entire RPG game, that's an entirely different story. I then realized that the RPG that it said we were playing is the game that the game developers are releasing in like a couple of hours for early access. So, in 5 hours, I can find out how much the second game costs. Which I think that's genius. In any case, every day I've been waiting here for you, thinking of you, praying for your safety under the open sky.
そして今、あなたはついに私の前へ現れてくれました。まるで夢のようなことですわ。
And now you're finally here in front of me. For me, this feels like a dream come true.
目の前にいらっしゃるのは本当に夢追い人様なの？
Are you really standing before me? What a boring game, weird premise, cheesy dialogue. Oh. I don't know, I had fun. Yeah, let's go home, princess. Kneels and kisses Lilith's hand.
ありがたく存じます。冒険者、夢追い人様。
Thank you, the Morpheum Paradox.
Oh, great the Morpheum Paradox, you've saved both the princess and the kingdom. I express my deepest gratitude to you. I'll pass my throne to you. Live happily ever after with Princess Lilith.
Can I not have the throne? That sounds like a lot of work. Taking the throne? I can't deal with all this responsibility. I just want to be with Lilith. Can I be a blacksmith instead? I feel like that's my calling. So let Lilith inherit the throne instead. You know what? Genius.
もし私が王になったら、あなた様はどうするおつもりですか？
If I take the throne, what do you want to do? I want to be the princess's sofa. Okay. I want to be the princess's knight, and I want to be Lilith's companion. Oh gosh, I actually have a toggle that's perfect for this. I don't know which one I want to be. Oh gosh, I actually kind of forgot that I had made that. Okay. I'm honestly curious what the sofa thing will do, because I feel like that's going to be an ending. Unfortunately, blacksmith isn't on this list. So no, we'll do companion, and if I get the chance, I can come back, do the sofa, do the ending. I want to be Lilith's companion.
ええ、わかったわ。
Got it.
それも悪くないかもしれないわね。
That might not be so bad. Bad end 3. From then on, Lilith and her companion lived a joyful life.
どうかしら。とっても素敵な冒険だったでしょ。
What do you think? Isn't this the best adventure ever? It's alright, could use more romance options. It's pretty interesting, never played anything like it before. It's alright, could use more romance options. I think she might be a little jealous on that one.
それはそうと。
Forget it. Clearly, the answer was actually the sofa. The sofa was gonna be the good ending. We all know it. Forget it.
存在しない夢追い人。銀のネギの森の完全版。期待しててね。
The Morpheum Paradox, the Forest of Silver Shallows, is still under development, so look forward to its full version.
また一緒に不可思議で感動的な冒険をしましょ
I hope we can have more thrilling adventures together. Me too. I think I'll get that one.
う。リリスはまだまだもっと素敵なゲームを作るわ。それであなたにももっと幸せを感じてもらうの。
Lilith will create an even better game for you next time, so you can experience true happiness. If this game gets me true happiness, well, that'll be great. Every day I spend with you is fulfilling and meaningful. So far, it's only been one day, but all of them have been fulfilling and meaningful. Lilith, as long as you're with me, I think I can fall in love with the world again.
本当に
Really? No.
ええリリスがいればすべて大丈夫。
You're the one that said that. The world doesn't matter as long as I have Lilith. Lilith nestles by your side, and the two of you share a moment of bliss. With ominous music. Heartbending adventure, time to bid farewell to the shallow forest. Alright, another ending. I think. Moments. Hold on, am I able to go back to previous parts? Oh, what? Huh. Fleeting memory. Oh, yeah, no. Can I go back to? Because I want to go back to the. Oh wait. I wonder if I messed up. Oh well. Okay, so we kind of have two options right now. Right now, we're actually kind of at a decent stopping point. I'm gonna say, based off of the fleeting memories, we're probably halfway through the game. But also, these fragments thing just doesn't exist. We're at a decent stopping point. We're probably roughly halfway through the game, and we're at about 2-hour mark. And I know I've mentioned in the past, I like my. But I'm not planning to do a live stream for, very long live stream, anywhere like 6 hours plus. I usually prefer them to be around 2 hours. I just find those to be nice time amounts for a live stream. So I think I'm going to end it here. And I don't know if I'm going to live stream this again soon, but I might come back later. I might come back and stream again either today or tomorrow. Don't fully quote me on that, but I am right now I'm actually playing with starting to make streaming schedules. I technically have one for this week, but I don't actually have a stream like planned for tomorrow. I have ones for like later in the week because there's a game that comes out that I want to play later in the week. So I know I'm going to be playing that game, so might as well live stream it. So I do have some live streams planned for the very latter half of this week. But I don't have anyone for tomorrow, so we might be playing this again tomorrow. And if not this, we might actually be playing that Silver Shallows game because, gonna be honest, I'm pretty interested. So, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. It wasn't short, wasn't long. It was just right, and I think we're gonna enjoy continuing this game the next time I come back. So, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.